Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna light it up. Tonight we gonna light it up. Tonight we gonna light it up. Just like the sunrise, we gonna light it up. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna light it up. Tonight we gonna light it up. Tonight we gonna light it up. Just like the sunrise, we gonna light it up.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. I see the world through eyes covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to false reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around me. my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. And hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption. Faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. Music till the wick burns out. Be carefree lately, yeah. Just picking up daisies. Got one too many quarters in my pockets. Counting the poorly quarters in my locket. Untied laces, yeah. Just dripping on daydreams. Got dirty little lullabies playing on repeat. Might as well just ride around the nursery and count sheep.
.4 FM CLCP Radio. Hello everyone and welcome back to our podcast with me Kenya and my partner
Ira.
We hope all of you are doing well wherever you are right now. Before we start, let me ask you something simple first, Ira. How are you today, Ira?
I'm good, Kenya, and hopefully everyone is healthy and still full of spirit, especially for us and our friends who are preparing for the final test. We know it can be stressful with assignment, presentation, and exam coming all at once.
Yeah, that's true. I think final season is always a busy time, right? We got like less sleep and a lot of deadlines, but we hope this podcast can be a short break for you, even just for a few minutes.
Exactly. You can listen to this podcast while resting, while doing assignment, or maybe before going to sleep.
Yep. Alright, so today we will talk about an interesting topic that is very close to Indonesian culture, or especially Pasuruan culture, right, Ira?
Yes.
Yeah, we are going to discuss eclipse and pregnancy, especially the belief that many people still know and practice.
Yes, one of the most popular beliefs is that pregnant woman should...
Wait. I think you shouldn't mention that part yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that's a very important point. So maybe it's better if you save it for the next season, so our listeners can feel curious about what we are going to discuss later.
Alright, that makes sense.
Yeah, so I think in this season we will talk about what an eclipse is and why this belief exists in our society and how we can see it wisely from cultural and also logical perspective. Okay, listeners, for now, let's start from the basic first. Let's talk about the eclipse itself. An eclipse is a natural event. An eclipse happens when the sun, the moon, and the earth are in one straight line.
There are two types of eclipse. The first one is solar eclipse, when the moon covers the sun. The second one is a lunar eclipse, when the earth's shadow covers the moon. Scientists can predict eclipse and they are not dangerous by themselves.
Yeah, but before we go deeper, Ira, I want to ask you something. Have you ever seen a a lunar eclipse directly?
Yes, I have. When I was studying at the Pondok Pesantren, I once saw a lunar eclipse directly at night. It was very memorable experience.
Wow, really? What did you do at that time, Ira, when you like look or see a lunar eclipse?
At the moment, we didn't just watch it. We also performed Salat Corona or eclipse prayer together. The atmosphere was very calm and meaningful, not scary at all.
Oh, that sounds very special.
Yes, and besides the prayer, there was also a cultural tradition in my area. People made a traditional food called jenang abang. It is a red-colored porridge that is usually shared with neighbors during a lunar eclipse.
Oh, that's interesting, I think. So, the eclipse was not only a natural event but also a religious and cultural moment, right?
Yes, it became a time for togetherness, reflection, and gratitude.
Okay, so for me, different from you, okay, it's like I think my appearance is a bit boring. I remember seeing an eclipse when I was still in a school, but not a full lunar eclipse. So, if I remember correctly, the moon looked like a bit orange, not completely like black or dark.
So it was probably a partial lunar eclipse.
Yeah, I think so. But honestly, my memory is a bit like blurry because it happened a long time ago. I don't remember when it is. I only remember watching it like casually without any special ritual.
But still, it shows that many of us have personal memories related to eclipses.
Yeah, that's right. And this experience often influence how people understand eclipse, not only as scientific events but also as cultural ones. Yeah, so I think it is that's all from us for a brief definition of what is eclipse, right?
Yes.
But we have what is it? A point that we can a main topic that we will talk in this next session.
Yes.
So stay tuned with us. Stay tuned with us and enjoy the song. Bye bye.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you, 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 in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through.
Okay, hello listeners, welcome back again with us, Kenya.
Dan Ira.
Okay, so in the previous letter, we have talked about the basic facts and general views about Eclipse. And right now, let's move into our main topic for today.
Exactly. And speaking of unique cultural experiences, in this village where I grew up, there were several specific traditions during a lunar eclipse that might not be widely known.
Yeah, really? There were other traditions besides the eclipse prayer and making jenang abang. Maybe you can tell us more, Ira.
Yes, there were. One of them is actually closely related to our main topic later, about pregnancy. So, in my village, there was a strong belief that pregnant women needed special protection during a lunar eclipse.
What is it? Special protection? Like what?
Like, pregnant women were required to take a ritual bath, not just an ordinary bath, but one with ritual significance, usually right as the eclipse began or just after it ended.
Wait, you say that a bath
Yes.
in the middle of the night?
Yes.
Why? Like why? Wow.
According to the elders back then, the purpose was to keep the baby in the womb safe and sound. They believed that eclipse carried a certain energy or influence that could harm the fetus, whether from mystical elements or the risk of physical misfortune. The bath was seen as a form of cleansing and protection.
Wow, so that's very specific and sounds like a very deep form of care. Huh? So actually, behind a ritual that might sound superstitious, there's a good intention to protect the vulnerable, right?
Exactly. And that was the only unique ritual in my village. There was also a traditional involving plants.
Plants?
Plants?
Don't tell me they watered them.
No! This is more unique than that. People, especially those with gardens, would go out and gently pat their plants while saying, wake up, there's a lunar eclipse."
What? They woke up their plants? Are you seriously, Ira?
It is seriously. I saw my grandmother do it. The elders believed that plants could also feel asleep or be negatively affected by the eclipse. By waking them up, they believe that plants will grow more fertile and be protected from diseases.
Oh, so that's what is it? Actually, kind of beautiful, right?
Yes.
So the eclipse in your village wasn't an event to be feared passively, but was made with a series of active action, right?
Yes.
So from taking baths to waking plants and all of safeguard and protect.
Right. All these rituals, whether religions like the prayer, social like sharing prayers, or magical like those two, essentially reflect the human desire to maintain balance and harmony when nature shows its extraordinary phenomena.
So this is such a rich discussion, Ira. So we have layers of understanding, science explanation, the what and how of an eclipse,
Yes.
and then religion and culture add the meaning and response to it, and those responses can be incredibly diverse, unique, and full of creativity, like the examples from your village, right?
And that's what we'll discuss further next time, how to approach these various cultural responses, especially those related to pregnancy, with an open yet critical mind.
Yeah, so maybe before we wrap up, I'm curious, do you think these kinds of tradition are still practiced today, Ira, especially among younger generations like you, like us?
That's good questions. From what I see, many of these rituals are slowly fading, especially in urban areas. Younger people tend to rely more on scientific explanation, but in rural communities, some traditions are still practiced, sometimes in a modified or symbolic way.
Oh, okay. So, even if the ritual itself changes, the underlying values like protection, care, and caution are still there, right?
Yes, right. Like, even if pregnant women no longer take ritual bath during an eclipse, families might still encourage them to rest, stay indoor, or avoid stress. The form changed, but this concern remains.
Wow, that's interesting because I think it shows that culture isn't static. It adapts, and sometimes what people call myths actually carry practical wisdom, even if the explanation behind them is different.
Yes, and that's where critical thinking comes in. We don't have to blindly believe everything, but we also should dismiss cultural practices without understanding their social and emotional functions.
Yeah, right. Especially in topics like pregnancy, where emotions, belief, and family influence are very strong. So, cultural advice can give comfort even when it's not scientifically proven.
Yes, and sometimes following a traditional is not about believing in mystical danger, but about respecting elders and maintaining harmony within the family or community.
Yeah, which can be just as important, I think. Like socially speaking,
Yes.
Ignoring those values might create conflict or anxiety, particularly for pregnant women who already face physical and emotional challenges.
Exactly. That's why discussion like this matter. They help us see culture not as something right or wrong, but as something meaningful that needs to be understood in context.
Yeah, and hopefully by understanding these traditions better, we can make like wiser decision, like choosing which practice to keep,
Right.
which to adapt, and which to let go without losing respect for our cultural roots.
Yes, that's
So, like listening to all these stories makes me think that about how eclipses often become moments of collective awareness. People don't experience them alone.
true. True. In my village, an eclipse felt like a communal event. Even if people stayed in their own houses, there was a shared feeling. Everyone knew something unusual was happening at the same time.
Almost like a pause in daily life.
Yes.
What's the meaning?
Yes, exactly. Normal routines stop it for a while. People become more reflective, more careful with their action, words, and even thoughts.
Oh, so because scientifically an eclipse is predictable, but culturally it creates uncertainty, and humans respond to uncertainty with rituals.
Yes, because rituals help people feel in control when nature seems unpredictable or powerful. Eclipsely for things we value deeply, like health, crops, and unborn children.
Oh, and pregnancy in many cultures is seen as a very sensitive state, physically and spiritually, right?
Right. Pregnancy women are often considered to be an liminal phase between two lives. That's why many taboos and recommendations surround them not only during eclipse but in everyday life as well.
Oh, so the eclipse just intensifies those concerns?
Yes, it amplifies them. The eclipse becomes a symbol of imbalance, and the rituals are ways to restore balance.
Oh, I like how you put that, like restoring balance. It sounds very philosophical.
Maybe it is. But that's how many traditional societies view the relationship between humans and nature, not as something to conquer, but something to stay in harmony with.
Oh, and when that harmony is disturbed, even temporarily, people feel the need to respond.
Yes, whatever tough through prayer, bathing ritual, food sharing, or even taking to plants.
Oh, speaking of plants,
Yes,
that
right.
tradition still amazes me. It suggests that people saw plants almost as living companions, not just objects, right?
Right, plants were treated as part of the household, talking to them, caring of them, even walking them up during an eclipse showed a deep emotional connection.
Oh, that kind of worldview feels very different from modern life, where we're often disconnected from nature, like
That,
me.
that's true, but maybe that's also why these stories are still worth discussing today, because they remind us of alternative ways of seeing the world.
Oh, ways that are more relational, more caring, right?
Yes, even if we don't practice the rituals anymore, we can still learn from the values behind them.
Yeah, and I think maybe that's the key takeaway for our listeners, not whether the rituals are true or false, but
Yes.
what they reveal about human fears, hopes, and also responsibilities.
Yes, especially the responsibility to protect life, whether it's a baby, a plant, or a community as a whole.
Yeah, that makes this topic much deeper than just eclipse, doesn't it?
It does. Eclipses are just the doorway. The real discussion is about how humans make meaning when faced with extraordinary natural events.
Yeah, perfect. So, I think we now have an interesting season for our interesting roadmap for our seasons, right?
Yes.
And listeners, make sure you keep following along because next time we will discuss in more detail the taboos and recommendation for pregnant women during an eclipse. Something Ira almost mentioned at the very beginning.
Yes. And of course, we'll try to examine it together from various perspectives.
Yeah, so see you in the next season, listeners. Take care of your health and keep your spirit up for studying. Bye bye. Enjoy the song.
If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you?
Hello everyone, welcome back to our podcast. And I'm Wilis and I'm joined by my wonderful partner Regina. We are so happy to have you back with us for season 2. In our previous discussion, we explored the fascinating and some things mysterious cultural beliefs surrounding eclipse and pregnancy in Indonesia. It was truly an eye-opening conversation about our heritage, Regina.
It really will is, but we know that for many expectant mothers out there, those stories can sometimes bring a bit of worry or confusion. That's exactly why we're here today in the second session titled Logical Care, Medical View, and Conclusion. We want to bridge the gap between those ancient traditions and modern science. Our goal is to provide clarity so that you can respect your culture without feeling unnecessary fear.
Exactly. Today we're going to look at the what medical experts actually say about this phenomena. We talk about what's truly important for the health of both the mother and the baby, and how the logic can help us navigate through various cultural myths. We want every mother listening today to feel empowered, calm, and well informed.
So, whether you're listening while realizing at home or on your way to work, stay tuned. We have a lot of practical advice and positive insights coming your way. Let's start by looking at this from a medical perspective, Willis. What do the doctors say about this?
Okay, in a medical point of view, there is no scientific proof that an eclipse harm pregnancy. The doctor says that stress and fear are more dangerous than the eclipse itself. That's why pregnant women should feel calm and safe.
Taking a bath is okay as long as it is done safely and not in cold condition. There are many better and proven ways to care for a pregnant woman and her baby. For example, eating healthy food, drinking enough water, and getting enough rest. Regular health checkups with doctor or midwives are also very important.
And mental health is also very important, moms. Family support and positive thinking is really helping. Okay, beside the traditions, it is very important for pregnant women to know how to take care of themselves properly. First, pregnant women should eat nutrition food such as veggies, fruits, protein, and healthy carbohydrates. And the second, they should get enough rest and sleep. Overworking and lack of sleep can affect both the mother and the baby, moms. You have to be careful, moms.
Third, light exercise like walking or pregnancy yoga can help keep the body healthy as long as it is approved by a doctor. Pregnant women should also avoid stress. Talking with family, listening to music, and relaxing activities can help. And lastly, never skip prenatal checkup. Regular visits to doctors or midwives help monitor the baby's growth.
Okay, for another important part of self-care during pregnancy is listening to your body. If a mother feels tired, she should take a break and not force herself to continue the working.
That's right, Willis. Pregnancy is not a competition. Every mother has a different experience, so it's okay to slow down and rest when needed.
Yeah, pregnant women should also pay attention to their daily routine. Simple habits like waking up on time, eating regularly, and avoiding late nights can make a big difference.
Yes, and personal hygiene is also important. Keeping the body clean, taking a warm shower, and wearing comfortable clothes can help mothers feel more relaxed.
We also talk about safety. Pregnant women need to be careful when doing daily activities, such as walking on slippery floors or lifting heavy objects.
Exactly, small accidents can be a risk during pregnancy, so being careful is a form of self-love and protection for the baby.
Okay, another helpful thing is getting correct information. Pregnant women should not believe everything they hear from social media or rumor because they build a overthinking moms.
The best choice is always to ask doctors, midwives, or trust health workers. Accurate information help reduce fear and misunderstanding.
And emotionally, pregnant women should feel supported. Feeling loved and understood can improve both mental and physical health. Family members also play a big role here. Simple support like listening, helping with cares, and giving positive words can mean a lot for a mom and baby.
So, in short, taking care of yourself during pregnancy means caring for your body, your mind, and your emotions.
When mothers feel calm and safe, the baby can also grow in healthy and positive environment.
Besides medical care and self-care, many pregnant women also find strength in faith and prayer.
Yes, absolutely, Regina. For many people in Indonesia, believing in God and praying regularly brings peace and comfort during pregnancy.
Prayer can help mothers feel calm and more positive. When the heart is calm, the body also feels better. Pregnancy can be a sensitive time. That's why trusting God and asking for protection can reduce fear and anxiety.
And praying does not mean ignoring medical advice. Instead, it can go hand in hand with science and healthcare. Mother can pray while still going to regular checkups and following doctor instructions.
Many people believe that by praying, they are asking God to protect both the mother and the baby from bad things.
This belief gives emotional strength. Feeling protected spiritually can help mothers stay strong and helpful.
Faith can also remind us that not everything is under human control and that is okay. By trusting God, mothers may feel less pressure and more acceptance during their pregnancy journey.
Okay, so combining prayer, healthy habits, medical care, and positive thinking creates the balance, mom. In the end, faith helps mothers feel safe inside, while medical care protects them physically. Okay, cultural is more important part of Indonesian society and respect cultural belief because they are part of our identity. But we also need balance cultural with science and medical knowledge. We can keep traditions as long as they not harm health.
Okay, guys, this is the last session in our podcast. Thank you for listening to our podcast until the end. We hope this discussion helps you understand culture and health better.
See you in the next episode. Stay healthy, stay wise, and respect the culture. Goodbye.
Goodbye.